Welcome back to the 2022 Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament presented by Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2022 Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, and the Ramkota.
Howard to the faceoff circle, pass in front for Greasy, scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
The Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce. And also by Becky Potsuba, State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, and the University of Jamestown.
And here comes Max Moore in on a break. He scores! Max Moore makes it 2-1 with 4:50 to play in the first period.
14th goal for Moore on the
Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Xander Auto Parts, Renke Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota.
Brookings Rangers have all got their helmets unhinged. They're ready to throw it in celebration. Down to 5 seconds. For the first time since 2017, the Brookings Rangers are state champions of South Dakota.
Now let's join John Winkler, Jeff Anderson, and Jim Lloyd for the call.
As we are back here into our fourth and final game as the Watertown Lakers and the Rushmore Thunder in game number 8. 1 versus 8. I'm going to eventually get it right. There's at some point I'm going to get it right. After 3 games, we're starting to lose track of everything that's going on right now. But it is the Watertown Lakers, the 8 seed, against the top seed, the Rushmore Thunder, in game number 4 of day number 1 of the state tournament. Should be. And this was a game, we talked about it last weekend, we talked about it today, we're going to talk about it before this game too. This isn't a normal 1 versus 8 matchup. Last year, Brookings and Watertown, you're just hoping that Watertown was able just to hang in. Watertown nearly beat Rushmore for their only loss of the season. They had them at least going into overtime. Did not happen. Rushmore came back, tied up, and won in regulation. But this is a game that Rushmore cannot overlook. Otherwise, Watertown is going to be in the semifinals tomorrow.
Well, if the Lakers play like they did the last time they played Rushmore, they got a minute into the game, and Watertown scored a goal to grab the lead. They never gave that lead up until 15 seconds left in the hockey game when Rushmore tied it. And then, of course, 7 seconds later, and by the way, they tied it with 15 seconds left in the game, and then they scored again with 8 seconds left in the contest. So Watertown was 15 seconds away from handing Rushmore their first and only loss of the year. Rushmore knew that they did well, that Watertown had played well, and of course the big story of that game was the 70 saves that Owen McBride made.
Yeah, I think so. Watertown has probably played Rushmore better than anybody this season.
And of course, head coach Evan Witt says this team, they match up with Rushmore really well.
Yeah, he did have some other insight for us, the way they attack the zones and so forth and so on. But he thought that Watertown did match up with Rushmore pretty well, with X's and O's. But Rushmore, they're a confident team. They haven't been beat, and it's pretty hard not to be confident. And even when they took Watertown took them down to tied up at 7 seconds left, you could just feel that Rushmore had that confidence to win that game. And this is going to be interesting. But Watertown is going to have to come out quick, like they did the last time they played them. They're going to have to play their best game of the year.
Oh yeah,
to beat Rushmore. There's no doubt about it.
They have to. Yeah, there's no question about that. And that's the biggest thing. You're a confident team, especially when you win that game over Watertown, and you're basically high-fiving the other goalie and saying what a terrific job you did.
Yep.
Other times, if you're not too confident, you don't give a high five to the other team's goalie because you're saying, well, this wasn't really that good. But they're confident enough saying, you almost beat us, but that's just why we're so good.
Well, and that's why you've heard the old cliche, good teams find ways to win, and they literally did with 15 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and
down by 2 goals.
Owen McBride had a fantastic game, but at the end of the day, when you look at the standings, they're 20-0.
Yeah.
And that's the
right.
bottom line.
Yeah, life isn't always fair when it comes to situations like that, and that's kind of how it worked out. Of course, Owen McBride, speaking of such, 7 wins on the year. That doesn't sound anything outstanding, but he did really have a very good year. 7, of course, in 13. 4.71 goals against average, 872% as far as the save percentage. But the other thing that you have to look at with Owen McBride is all the minutes he played in the nets this year. And, of course, it was pretty remarkable when you get down to it. He played 1,018 minutes, 0.26 seconds as far as hockey this year. Caleb, of course, Smalls did get in for a brief period, 1 minute and 34. Otherwise, it was all, of course, Owen McBride. And he was and has been really the backbone of this team for the last 3 years.
He has.
Then you counter that, of course, with Rushmore. They have 2 goalies that are undefeated. You don't have too many of those. Michael Hobby, of course, 18 wins in the year, 1.72 goals against average, a sparkling year. And, of course, 908 save percentage for that senior netminder. He had 3 shutouts on the year, and Owen McBride had 2 shutouts on the year. Our pregame show, of course, as we broadcast live with Watertown and Rushmore coming up. We'll come back with more in just a moment.
Right here on Capital City Rock, KSDR, on a KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Wahi Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Wahi Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Wahi Federal Credit Union.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here and into getting set for the puck drop between the Watertown Lakers and it will be the Rushmore Thunder. The top seed, Rushmore Thunder, against the 8th seed, the Watertown Lakers. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd.
Much like we have said earlier today when Brookings was playing, the pressure was on Brookings.
Yep.
The pressure is on Rushmore. There's really no pressure on Watertown in this game. They can go in and out and have a little fun and see what they can do. They want to play well. I don't mean that. And they want to win. I don't mean that. But there really isn't any pressure. The pressure is on Rushmore, really, to get the job done. You're unbeaten on the year. That's one monkey on your back. And you're the number 1 seed. That's 2 monkeys on your back. Then people figure you're going to play Brookings in the finals. That's 3 monkeys on your back. And you know about monkeys because you work at Bramble Park Zoo.
A lot of monkeys.
Yes, a lot of
more monkeys. More monkeys are better.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
That's exactly
But, yeah, you're
right.
though. Rushmore, everybody wants a piece of you right now.
Oh,
yes. You're 20-0 and nobody's beating you.
You've got a target.
Everybody wants a piece of you. Watertown is not supposed to win this one, right? They're an 8 seed versus a 1 seed. Nobody expects them to win. I think in the locker room, Watertown is saying, guys, we can play with this team because they did.
Yes.
Because they did. The last time they played them, they took them down to 17 seconds, and they ended up losing when Rushmore scores 2 goals in 17 seconds.
Yeah.
So there has to be some sort of confidence. That's with these Lakers.
Well, the interesting thing was they played the weekend that they had, of course, Stick It to Cancer.
Yep.
And that type of thing. And, of course, the Friday night game, it was Rushmore with very little difficulty beating Watertown 8-1, but they really cranked it up the next night and made it a game of it and scored a minute into the contest to take the lead. They led throughout that whole game, and that was the interesting part. So they can skate with these guys, but it's going to take one whale of an effort to get it done tonight. Rushmore comes in outscoring their opponents 144-34. That, of course, was not the best in the league. That was 3rd best, actually. Watertown, of course, was outscored this year 58 for Watertown, 95-58 overall. And, of course, they were the 8th seed at 7-13. Oahe, of course, won earlier this afternoon by a score of 5-3. Brookings won 7-0. And, of course, it was Sioux Falls in a dandy game, overtime thriller. They beat Sioux Center Storm 4-3. So Watertown or Rapid City, if you will, Rushmore Thunder trying to join Oahe Brookings, and Sioux Falls won in the winner's bracket. Of course, the loser of this game will place Aberdeen tomorrow at 2:05. The 11:35 game tomorrow has Sioux Falls 2 taking on Sioux Center. That'll be at 11:35. The Rushmore team has a little different look. We don't typically see them with their home uniforms because we see them on the road.
Right.
So a little different look for them. Watertown, of course, will have their black breezers, the black tops, if you will, and really trimmed in some yellow in the front as well as the back. And we see them in these uniforms quite often with the black helmets. They'll be defending the goal to our left, as of course you as we stream the game, and also, of course, as you check out your radio dial. And, of course, obviously Aberdeen will be defending, the Rushmores will be defending the goal to our right. Watertown comes on the ice. Of course, it's just been freshly, shall we say, resurfaced, so they'll be ready to go. And we'll see what kind of a start they get started. And, of course, the key also in this game is Owen McBride.
He has to hold him in the game.
He has to hold him in the game, and
he
really
also
has to get a couple of shots on goal early on to get him in there.
Yeah, and Owen is one of those goalies that the more you shoot on him early, if they put 10 shots on him early and he stops them all, he's locked on, and he's been like that all year.
Yes, but I hope they don't get 10 shots on him early.
As long as it don't go in.
Yeah, I guess
that's fine.
Matter.
That's fine.
That's true.
I would rather him get Owen dialed in, but Rushmore's a very good team. I mean, they've beaten Brookings twice, and they beat everybody.
That's right. They have the black helmets. They really have the black breezers. They also have the yellow tops, if you will, with the black on the shoulders and the side.
You guys gonna let me talk yet?
Yes, we can.
Just kidding. I walked away.
Were you gone? We didn't even notice.
I was gonna say for everybody, I walked away for a moment. Well, we'll throw it down here for the introduction of the starting lineup.
Number 17, Austin McBride. At center, number 4, Blair Boomsma. number 13, Thomas Foley. After the ring, number 23, Austin Green. In net today for Watertown, number 30, Owen McBride. Your Watertown Lakers. Starting for Rushmore, at center, number 45, Dawson Wood. At wing, number 19, Alexander Petrano. At the other wing, number 47, Hunter Walla. On defense for Rushmore, number 7, Parker Graham. And number 25, Duncan Chisholm. The team that fights today for Rushmore, number 31, Michael Hobby. Your Rushmore Thunder. Your honors officials today, the linesmen Adam Phoenix and Brad Shutt. Referees Jared Sterritt and Brian Rice. The national anthem has been played. Let's play hockey.
All right, so we are ready to roll our final game of day number 1 between the Watertown Lakers and the Rushmore Thunder. Play-by-play, Mr. Jeff Anderson.
Well, I thought we were going to a golf match there for a moment. It got so quiet.
Well,
So some guy was going to try to put the puck in the, or the in this case, the golf ball in the hole, but it didn't do it. So we'll see how things turn out.
Small little golf clap.
So we are glad to have you with us. It's always fun to work with John and, of course, Jim.
Watertown has switched up their lineups a little bit, Jeff, from what we've seen. Mr. Bowling, Brayson Bowling, he's playing offense.
He is, and we drop the puck, and Hunter Walla dumps it into the Laker zone. We're underway with our hockey game as Petroto gets to that puck back behind the Laker goal. I like to call that Gretzky's office. Witt gets on it, of course, playing defense. He's been on defense. He's been on offense this year all over. Walla puts a shot on that caroms wide. Comes back out, kept in, of course, by Petroto. Comes back here, shot out front, blocked by the Lakers, and they'll break it up ice, actually. And going after that puck, of course, will be Foley, and, of course, call icing against the Lakers. So an offensive face-off coming for Rushmore in the Lakers zone to the left of Watertown netminder Owen McBride, a senior this year, 3-year starter, and of course it will be Worth with 35 goals, 30 assists.
Don't lie, he's been starting for 6 years.
Has he really?
It feels like it.
Back, yeah, come out, shot right on goal that time, and the save made by McBride off the stick of Merchant. Lakers haven't broken the puck up into the Rushmore zone yet, but they get on it right here as Workus goes after it. Overskates the puck, picked up by Rushmore Thunder back in their own net. Coming up here, up the near side, up the ice, will be Petroto. He can really skate, puts a shot on. Pad save made that time by McBride. They score with 59 seconds into the game, and it is Worth who gets the goal for the Rushmore Thunder at 16:01. And for Worth, it's goal number 36 on the year.
He's no stranger. He's had a pretty good year leading the league with 35 goals regular season. He's going to tack one more on.
And McBride just didn't know where the puck went to. After it went off the right side of his pad, he had no idea where it went to, and Worth just stuffed it in 5-hole on McBride.
All right, that's not the start the Lakers wanted. Perfect, though, for Rushmore, who says, we're number 1, and we're going to show you why. And the loose puck along the near boards. Lakers had not had a shot really on goal yet. And at this point, Rushmore kind of controlling the puck. Loose puck along the near boards. Going after that puck, of course, for the team is Dietrich. This is second line out there right now. Another shot on goal, and McBride makes the stop on that. Halleck, Dietrich, and Farley on this line. The second line for the Rushmore Thunder.
Alex Petrato gets the assist to Dawson Worth's goal. That's 21st assist of the season for Petrato.
All right. Face-off coming here, and of course Rushmore keeps the pressure on. Farley goes after that loose puck in the corner. Comes around the boards here. Lakers get to it, and Rushmore will hold the zone. Farley gets in there, a little bit of a scrub along right in front of the Laker bench. Along the near boards here, a little shoving there, and getting on that stick, of course, is Hollick, H-O-L-E-C. That comes over here to Farley, skates in, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic. Rebound comes off again to Rushmore. They put a shot on that goes through the crease. kept out here. Lakers get to that loose puck back behind, and then, of course, Farley. Lakers will break up ice for the first time in this game, and they'll lob it in right on goal, and the save, of course, made by Michael Hobby. Loose puck along the near boards. Yeah, that's right.
Really
Great golf shot.
Chip
Loose
that one
puck,
in.
Neutral zone on McBride. Austin McBride this time. Lakers keep it in the neutral zone, and then battling for that puck right in front of the scorer's table. For the Lakers is Bramer. He's out there right now. Bramer, Allard, and Riepenberger on this line for the Lakers. They dump it in, and Hobby plays it around the boards back behind his own net. Looking out here, and a loose puck comes into the neutral zone. Skating after will be Gunnar Van Gilder. Van Gilder takes it around with Petrato on his hip pocket. Petrato comes up with that puck in the slot, puts a shot on. Oh, McBride makes a save. Rebound comes out. He jumps on it. And 14-16, 1-0. Rushmore's with the lead right now. 5-1 shots on goal. So face-off coming in the offensive zone for the Rushmore Thunder. Worth out there against Bramer. And the Lakers actually win the draw, if you will. Comes out here to Allard, kicks it back out, but it's kept in at the point that time by Rushmore. They'll clear it back in the neutral zone, near side. Getting over there, of course, to be the Rushmore. This is Worth. Worth has the good skates, a good shot. He can do everything. Shaney shoots just inside the blue line for the Rushmore Thunder. A good job right there.
Duncan Chisholm.
Duncan Chisholm, the defenseman. And for Chisholm, that's his 14th goal of the year.
Chisholm throwing that in from the blue line. Happened to be on net. Owen McBride loses sight of it.
And I was about to say the next goal is a big one to get for Watertown. You don't want to go down 2-0, and now here they're already down 2-0.
They're down 2-0 right now. Two, of course, Merchant and the Thunder. Rink-wide pass over there. Merchant and Dunbar play on defense. They dump it in the Lakers zone, and, of course, going after it in the corner going down. Looked like it was Cade German. Lakers might come up with 3 or 4 lines here, at least 4 at 13:38.
Worth gets the assist.
All right.
31st assist of the season for Dawson Worth. And Rushmore, they're already trying to take advantage and take control of this game.
He's already trying to get player of the game, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah,
he's trying.
He's off to a good start.
Yeah, he really is. And, of course, Dietrich, Hollick, and Farley out there right now for Rushmore. Lakers get over there, booms him up, but he can't control the puck. They take it back looking for a wraparound. Come back out here, of course, to a Rushmore player. That was Merchant, and he can't get it to go. Couldn't find the weight of the net. Picked up, though, this time by Dietrich. Dietrich of the puck looking for a centering pass. Goes through the crease, far side over there. Getting after that for the Rushmore Thunder is Dunbar. Lakers with the puck right now, play it back behind their own net. Witt down there tries to separate on a check, but he loses the puck in the process. Comes back out here, and Rushmore will hold the zone. Foley out there, putting a shot out front, and the save made that time by McBride. That was off Dietrich, who was trying to stuff it in. Loose puck out here. Lakers have to get a little bit more physical, perhaps. Comes on to German's stick. Now, of course, it comes to Witt. Witt with a puck right there, dumps it, but it's intercepted. Knocked down that time by Rushmore, but coming back was Bramer to take it away. Picked up here by Witt. Witt back in his own zone, trying to circle around, trying to get away from all that defense out there. It's picked up there, of course, by Petrato. Leaves it now for Walla, looking for a centering pass out there for Worth. Broken up by the Lakers, but Worth keeps it in play, gives it to Walla deep in the corner at 12:19 to go. Period number 1, 2-0. Walla puts a shot on, broken up. German was over there as well. As Witt, loose puck back there, and it comes back out here, and, of course, holding the zone will be the Rushmore Thunder. Looking for Walla back behind the Laker net with the puck right now along the boards in Gretzky's office, if you will. Dump pass off to a teammate there. Comes back out. This is Worth. Shot on that time. Goes wide of the mark. But again, keeping it. Lakers need to get the puck out of their zone. Foley putting a hit on out there. Comes back out. Kept in that time by Brannon. Comes rink wide with a pass. Chisholm puts a shot on. Broken up again. 8-1 right now. Shots on goal. And, of course, it's favoring Rushmore. They also have a 2-0 lead at 11:33 to go in this first period of play. Rushmore, of course, wanting to join Owyhee, Brookings, and Sioux Falls 1 in the winner's circle of games played so far today.
Thomas Foley's going to get a penalty here for a roughing. Yeah, it happened down in the near corner.
One extra hit that ended up getting called for a cross check.
So, of course, Rushmore goes on the attack, and this year they've done very well. They're second in, of course, penalty kills, or should say power plays, with 37%. Shot out front, broken up that time off the stick of Walla. Comes back out here to Worth in the slot, puts a shot on, broken up again. Loose puck along the near boards here, picked up by Walla. Lakers had it for a moment, and then they couldn't keep it, and it comes back out here. Another shot, they try to stuff it in, back be over the top of the net it goes. Loose puck picked up here, comes back to Worth. Worth tries to step around to check that time, looking for some help, comes back out here, and it instead comes off to a Merchant, puts a shot on, broken up that time off the stick of McBride, comes back out here. Lakers get it, they will back it all the way down the ice. Stopping it will be Hobby behind his own goal. 10:40 to go in this opening period as Riefenberger gives some chase out there. Loose puck, Lakers knock it down at the blue line. They dump it back in, as of course right now on the power play is the Rushmore Thunder. It's the Pelican Power Sports power play, as a matter of fact. Here comes Walla in the Lakers zone. Gets knocked off his stick. Picking up, of course, is Dietrich. Comes back out here to Worth. Worth along the near boards here, skating in, puts a shot on a bullet. That caroms wide. Rebound comes all the way out around the far boards. Picked up that time by Brannon for Rushmore Thunder. Long pass ahead for Dietrich. Dietrich dumps it back in the Lakers zone. Loose puck along the near boards comes out here. Going after that puck. Going down a couple of players. Chisholm gets in there, gets tripped up, and we have a tripping penalty coming up here at 9:46. Still 13 seconds to go on the Foley penalty.
That's going to be Ethan Scott with a trip.
Well, I think if Old McBride can get back that first 2 minutes, this game would be, one would be 0-0, but two, McBride looks like he's locked in now.
He is. I absolutely agree with you. You can just see that he's on, and he played pretty well here in the last minute.
Yeah, he needs those two shots back, or at least one of those shots back, and it'll be a much different feel of this game right now.
Brandon Chisholm playing defense. Chisholm holding the zone, of course. Dumps it in the corner, gets it back. Cross-ice pass there, coming in, taking it back behind the Laker net, comes back to Chisholm. Looks out here, Foley gets on it, knocked a stick on it. He comes up with the puck, skating in, he couldn't get a shot off. Goes back behind Hobby. The Lakers putting a little pressure on their wit in the Rushmore zone. Tried to skate around a defender, couldn't do so, lost the puck, got it back. Takes a Chisholm check into the boards. Loose puck played back there, and it's picked up by Chisholm back behind the Laker net. Picked up here now by Rushmore Thunder. Coming out here, that was Boomsma putting a shot on it to blue line, but couldn't get the job done. Coming back in this time, Rushmore Thunder putting a shot on, and fanning on it was Hollick. He really fanned on that shot, comes back out here, and they can't hold the zone. Rushmore Thunder goes back to get the loose puck back in their own zone right there. They'll take it back actually behind their own net with 8:40 clock running here in this opening period. 2-0, Rushmore with the lead in this game. Coming ahead, picked up here by McBride. Austin McBride plays it all the way down the ice. And the Lakers still a man short, so no icing on that call. Rushmore Thunder has been on penalty kill here. I shouldn't say penalty kill, but power play. Seems like for the last 5 minutes. 8:18 to go in the period. They go back to get the puck in their own zone. Hunter Wallace out there right now, among others. Also out there as well is a Merchant. Takes it in the corner over there. Lakers lost a stick, got it back that time. And a shot on, and making the save is Owen McBride. Exactly 8 minutes to go in this period. 2-0 right now, and still on the power play. Scott in the for tripping in the penalty box for 15 more seconds. Lakers need to kill off this penalty. Penalty kills this year, they did pretty well. They were fourth in the league with 79%. Workus face-off circle here, or was it Whipped? I think it was Workus. I was right. Comes back here. Worth, cross-ice pass to teammate. Back out here it comes. Goes to Worth. Worth in the slot. Goes left side with the puck here. Gets it back over there. Intended for Petrato. Lakers get to the puck. That was Scott. And trailing on the play as well was Dakota Wertink. I didn't say his name earlier. I should have.
We got an offside call against Watertown, and the bench for Watertown did not think that was offside, or it could have been maybe a penalty called against too. They weren't very happy over there on the Watertown bench.
That's all right. And off the face-off, of course, that was Workus again. Dumps it into the Rushmore zone along the far boards. They clear it to the neutral ice area. Cross-ice pass to Witt. Witt plays it right side here, this time for Bowling. Bowling loses the handle, knocked down by Witt just inside the blue line of Rushmore. Takes it to the left side, into the left corner with a puck. Lost the handle, looks for a centering pass, goes after that loose puck back behind the Rushmore zone. Picked up here by German. Looks out front, knocked down that time, and getting on it, of course, is Watertown. Playing it, and it comes back here, and then as Rushmore clears it down the ice into the Lakers zone. They're getting a lot of people out there. Bartling and Kirk right now playing on this line along with Petrick. And loose puck back, and Rushmore clears it back into Lakers zone. They work so hard out there, and then Rushmore just clears it back in against them. German played it around the boards over here, and back to get it, of course, will be for the Rushmore Thunder. That's Kirk. He wears number 40. I want to call him Captain Kirk, but it's actually Carter. Comes here
maybe
right
one day
side.
he'll be Captain Kirk.
Maybe he will be one someday. 6:29 to go in this first period. Shot on goal that time. A big hip check that time against Petrick. Loose puck out here, back behind the Laker net. Lakers have had the puck in their zone way too many minutes of this first period. They're down 16-2 as far as shots on goal. Down on the scoreboard 2-0. Picked up here, Lakers run this man into the boards. That was McBride. Austin with a big hit there.
No penalty.
No penalty, strangely enough.
Seems like it could have been from what we've seen.
Well, it could have been almost boarding. It
yeah.
was pretty close.
The Rushmore bench probably didn't have a very good look at it. They're fairly calm. I think if that would have happened elsewhere, they probably wouldn't be.
No, out there.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, that was.
Could have been. Gilder getting up slowly that time, going, where am I?
Puts a thumbs up. He's all right.
They are going to give a penalty.
All right.
There will be to Austin McBride.
Austin McBride goes off.
So nothing called at the time of the infraction. No hands up. John and I looked around. We didn't see anything.
That comes at 6:01 to go in the period.
It could have been, too, the referee asked the linesman, did you see it? Because I could not see what happened.
Right.
And the linesman may have seen it to help the referee out to make the call.
And it's probably the right thing to do. They're going to get the call right. I do think it was probably a call.
And again, the biggest thing is that you just like the fact that the referees are talking about it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes coaches get upset when there's no discussion. They're going to call boarding on Austin and McBride. So it'll be a 2 and a 10.
Yep, that does carry a 2 and a 10. Watertown's going to have to get one more person in to sit.
Like Cohen Meal?
That's
Mole.
Mule.
Yep.
Mole.
Cohen Mole.
Cohen Mole.
I called him Meal when we were at when the Caps and Lakers were playing, and I knew it was Mole.
M-U-H-L. Yes.
Looks like it could be Meal, but it's Mole.
Yep. Cohen.
Glad you guys are here.
He had a sister. He had a sister that played a number of years ago.
Petrato out there right now. Face-off circle left of Owen McBride. 6:01 to play in the period. And it was Jake Bramer taking the face-off there. Comes back out here as they hold the zone. And, of course, on the power play right now, Rushmore Thunder into the corner was Worth with it. Gets it back out here to a teammate Dietrich. Looks there, far side. Bramer gets to the puck but can't get it out. And Rushmore will near side Worth. Cross-ice shot. They score. Power play goal. Easily done. And it was Dunbar.
I think it might be Petrato that scored it, number 19.
Right, Petrato.
That was a fantastic shot.
Oh, that was a beautiful. Yep, you're right. Petrato. Beg your pardon.
Good pass. Good shot. The hockey's equivalent of a slam dunk.
And really, that's what you needed because Owen McBride was just on top of his game for the last 10 minutes. They needed a slam dunk to make it 3-0.
3-0 Rushmore. Face-off coming here at center ice. Boomsma goes after that loose puck. Foley is out there as well. And it comes back into the Lakers zone. We have a whistle at 5:27 to go in the period.
So Worth and Merchant get the assists.
That's 2 assists already from Worth.
Worth has already got 3 points in all 3 goals. A goal and 2 assists for him.
I told you he wants that player
He wants that puck.
He wants that puck. Shot there, and a save made that time by Hobby.
Scoring 35 goals in the regular season, he seems to have had the puck quite a bit. He's had it all season.
Yes. Face off to the right of Hobby. Lakers will have Boomsma out there in this face off. Foley to his right. Witt back on defense. Lakers actually it was winning the draw that time was Rushmore. They will break up ice with it, break out. Pass left side comes over here. Comes back and a return pass for Farley from Hollick that time. Lakers pick it up, and this is Boomsma over the blue line. Had a man with him that time. Picked up, though, by Rushmore as they come back with a nice back check. Dump it in the Lakers zone, and dumped in the back behind the net that time by McBride. Loose puck out here, picked up by Dietrich. Comes out to the point. They hold the zone. Rushmore do. They play it back deep in the corner. Lakers come up with it back behind their own net. Plays it near side for Foley, too far for him. Picked up in the neutral zone that time, and that was by Merchant. Merchant picked it up. Lakers in the neutral zone have it at their own blue line. Run into a collision there. Picked up by German. German gets it over here, of course, to Bowling. Poke checked away from him. Dumps it in the corner. Watertown makes a change. Now, actually, I beg your pardon, for Watertown was Green out there with Boomsma and Foley. And the Lakers have the puck in the neutral zone. Blocked up time, picked up here by the Rushmore Thunder. Shot on that time by Bartling. He plays on the third line with Kirk and also Petrick. Loose puck deep in the slot. Kicked out that time to the far corner. Picked up by Rushmore Thunder. Comes back out here, and with the puck right now, of course, is Dunbar. Far side picked up by the Lakers. They'll clear it out to the neutral zone. This is Scott. Ethan dumps it in, and Watertown will make another change at 3:34 to go in the first period. Loose puck along the near boards as Rushmore will skate up ice with that puck. And of course with it right now is Dunbar. Puts a shot on that caroms a little bit wide. And over there is Kirk to go after the rebound. Kirk comes up with that puck along the far boards. Has also over there Bartling as they're on this line together with Petrick. Comes back out here, loose puck back behind the Lakers zone with 3:09 to go. Lakers net, and getting on that, of course, will be Kirk. Lakers get on there too, a big collision that time with Van Gilder. Picked up here, taking it back behind the Lakers net. Rushmore Thunder losing it. Lakers pick it up. Long stretch pass, too far that time, and the only one that'll get to it will be Laughlin for the Rushmore Thunder with 2:48 to go. 3-0. Rushmore with the lead. They've outshot Watertown 20-3 in this first period. 3-0 is the score. Face-off coming in the Lakers zone to the right of Owen McBride. Offensive zone, that time for Dietrich. Offensive zone face-off. Loose puck picked up here by the Lakers. Witt plays it back around the near boards. Picked up by the Lakers, back neutral zone. Picked up, of course, by Brennan. Cross ice pass that time for a teammate, Walla. Knocked down by the Lakers, picked up here in the neutral zone. They'll fire one in, steered to the far side by McBride with 2:31 on the clock.
Just like in the Brookings game, Brookings was winning 4-0 and had held the Sioux Falls 2-4 shots in the first period. Right now it's a 3-0 lead for Rushmore, and they're holding Watertown to just 3 shots.
They are right now, and that's exactly right off the face-off. And, of course, getting some playing time also in this game is Marshall Retzer. Retzer getting some playing time with Suflo and Simmons. Loose puck back behind the Lakers zone. We've been down there all night so far this first period with 2:10 to go. 21-3 shots on goal, 3-0, and Van Gilder runs his man into a board over there, but has the puck knocked away. Going after that, of course, was one of the Rushmore Thunder, far side over there. Picked up by Petrick. Loose puck comes along the near boards. Back in the Lakers zone, and DeWitt finally comes up with a stretch pass left side, picked up here by Riefenberger. I haven't said his name much in this game. Takes it across the blue line, loses it off the stick. The Lakers trying to keep it. They do a good job stick handling it. That was Allard. Allard looking for some help. Bramer was over there, but it'll be Rushmore Thunder going. Here comes Walla with the puck, puts a shot on, and he scores right in the 5 hole.
Wallow, that's an effort goal right there. He just basically outran the Lakers.
He did.
All by himself. Actually, the puck got out too far ahead of him, and he kind of corralled it back in, used his skate. Pretty nice shot.
That was a good one from Hunter Walla with 15th now goal of the season. And this Rushmore team has turned into a buzzsaw in this first period.
Yes, they really have. Much like the Brookings game was. Booms them off the face-off, but the draw goes over to the Thunder along the near boards. This is Walla going after it again, picking it up, looking for a center pass, shot on goal. Save that tie by McBride. 22-3 shots on goal. Another one just inside the blue line will connect. And then Scott puts a hit on his man over there, but Scott got the brunt of it. Shot on, the glove save made by McBride at 57.9 seconds to go.
22 shots on goal. Owen McBride, he's warmed up by now.
Well, I would hope so.
Boy, he's all over the place. Doing everything he can to keep it out of the net.
Dunbar got the assist on Walla's goal.
All right, Dunbar off the face-off. Thunder with the puck right now. Back at Dietrich. Plays over here for Farley. Back they hold the zone. That time it was Chisholm. Rink wide pass shot that time a bullet that comes wide off the stick of Hollick. Goes over there far side. Lakers pick it up. Want to put another one on. Hollick goes after that loose puck along the near boards. Lakers get to that one. Then coming out here, of course, is Laughlin. Laughlin over there putting a shot on. And again, it is McBride that makes the stop.
The other person that Watertown really misses right now is Austin McBride. He got that penalty early, that 2-10. He's been a big defender. He's kind of anchored that defense, and they miss him when he's not there.
You're right. Off the face-off, Bartling out here right now with Kirk and Petrick. Lakers win the draw. Near side, Foley dumps it out here for Green. Has to go back in his own zone to get it. Picked up in the neutral zone by German. Lost the handle, picked up by Green. Near side, right at the Laker blue line. Loose puck along there, picked up by Boomsma, comes back in the Lakers zone. They can't clear the puck out of their own zone, essentially, to end the first period. So 4-0 is the score right now, with the Rushmores comfortably in front, and we'll come back with more. Our game, of course, being brought to you, as you know, by KCCR Blunt, also KSDR Watertown, KKQQ Brookings, also watching on CapitalCityRockSports.com.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here into the first intermission report, you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock on 1480 KSTR on a KKQQ, and you're also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. The first period is in the books, and Rushmore is showing why they are the #1 team in the state and why they've been undefeated this entire season.
Yeah, they don't leave much doubt, do they? As far as that's concerned, 4 first-period goals. Worth, of course, with Petrato assisting, that coming at 16:01 to start the game, so 59 seconds in. Rushmore had a 1-0 lead. They added 2 in about 2 minutes and about 4 seconds later. Chisholm with Worth assisting, and they had a 2-0 lead at 13:57. Then Petrato with Worth and Merchant assisting at 5:38, making it 3-0 Rushmore, and they score that 4th goal with 1:22 to go in period number 1 with Walla and Dunbar assisting, giving the Rushmores a 4-0 lead. Lakers committed all the penalties in that first period, fully 2 minutes, and that came at, I'm not quite sure the time, I didn't get that written down. Also Scott, 2 minutes for tripping at 9:46. McBride, 2 minutes for boarding, and also, of course, that was a 2 and a 10 at 6:01. They do miss him, so the Lakers have committed 3 penalties in that first period, and of course they trail 4-0 right now. 19 saves for McBride. That's just an ordinary first period for him, and of course 3 as far as Hobby is concerned in that first period. So it's been fun to watch some of the seniors on this Watertown team all year long. And for some of them, this will be today, tomorrow, maybe Sunday, their last couple of games. So you go into a tournament like that and say, let's go and have as much fun as we can, do what we can do.
Yeah, and you really start thinking about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow there's 2 teams going home.
Yeah.
And their season's over. And then you start thinking about these seniors as you get into the next couple of days here. But it's been all Rushmore. Mirror image of the game that we had earlier today.
Yeah,
with
it
Brookings.
Really is with Brookings, yeah.
Which is the number 2 seed. Brookings and Sioux Falls 2 had a game identical to this early on. You're seeing the top 2 teams, the 1 seed and 2 seed, to me, look an awful lot alike.
They do look an awful lot alike, and they both have 2 very good first lines, of course, with Rushmore, with Worth, Petrato, and Walla. And I haven't added up how many goals they've had, but 28 and 35 comes out to what, about 63, 73? It must be 73.
It's a lot of goals.
That is a lot of goals.
And of course, Whitty among the people in that first line for the Brookings team. I'm drawing a blank on the other 2, and I should not do that, but I am. And
we're not going to help you out either.
Okay, thank you much. I can tell that.
It's because we can't remember.
No.
Hold on, I'll get it right here.
He's going to go down and get it. But Jeff will not be defeated. But those 2 teams, Brookings and Rushmore, I mean, they do look a lot alike.
Would one be Logan Bortnam?
No.
No. He says no.
No, it'd be Schneider and
Hershoff.
Yeah,
and Hershoff.
Yeah,
Schneider and Hershoff.
Yeah.
I almost tried to beat it to it. But.
Yeah, you tried to. But anyway, Bortnam's the second line with Merritt and Struck. But anyway, that's a pretty good line. Those are 2 of the top lines in the state. I suppose you could probably debate all day as to which one's better, but they're both very good, very impressive lines.
It is a 4-0 lead right now here at the end of the first period for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. We will step aside, and when we come back, we'll have for you more of our first intermission report that is brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock, on KSDR, on KKQQ, and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Please contact one of your South Dakota Kubota dealers today.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The Ramkota in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ramkota is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ramkota has a full hot continental breakfast so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ramkota in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. As we welcome you back here, First Intermission continues. John Wickler alongside Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, as we continue our First Intermission report between Watertown and Rushmore. And the winner will face the Owyhee Capitals. It is the final game of day number 1, as the 3 winners have been all the top seeds so far. Sioux Falls won 4-3 over Sioux Center in overtime. That was a fantastic start to the state tournament. Then it was Brookings winning 7-0 over Sioux Falls 2. And the Owyhee Capitals won 5-3 over Aberdeen. That was a good game. A late third period goal got them a 2-goal lead. And so the bottom 3 seeds right now, or the 5, 6, and 7 seeds, are all into the consolation semifinals. They'll be playing for their season to stay alive to Sunday. Tomorrow, 11:35 starts the first game, Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Center. And Aberdeen's awaiting the loser of this one between Rushmore and Watertown. The Capitals are awaiting the winner of this game at 7:05 tomorrow night. Brookings and Sioux Falls 1. The 2-3 matchup will be at 4:35, the same time that this game got underway here tomorrow evening.
I think tomorrow sets up, if things stay the way they are, I think tomorrow sets up, as far as the semifinal round on the championship side, a couple of very good games.
Well, I think we could see 4 really good games on the entire. Because Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Center, I think, will be a good game. And Aberdeen Watertown, McBride plays like he's done in the first period tomorrow. Even if Watertown still has 3 shots, they're going to have a chance to win that hockey game against Aberdeen if things sold out. Obviously, there's still 2 periods to go, and Rushmore has Watertown has an opportunity to make a comeback.
Well, they have an uphill battle to say. It's a slippery slope, and they're trying to go uphill.
There's
no other way to say it, but they've got their work cut out for them. But they have shown that they can play with this team. But Watertown and Aberdeen have played twice during the year, and Aberdeen's won both encounters.
Yep.
So you just never know.
This Aberdeen team, they're a pretty improved team. We've watched them all year long, and they've played really well.
Well, and if Aberdeen comes to this tournament and they end up going home, we'll just say as an example, with the Consolation Championship, it's been a good year for them because they haven't been to a state tournament in quite a few years.
Yeah.
Their program is coming now, it's gotten turned around. They got some good potential there for the next several years. So that would have to be, for them, a good tournament, and they'd have to feel very good about the season itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's a ways down the road yet.
Right, and the Rushmore Thunder, and along with the other three teams, right now the Rushmore Thunder obviously leading 4-0, they're saying, we don't want the third-place game on Sunday.
No.
We're going for that championship
That's right.
game. We don't want to go play for third place.
That's
and
right.
that's going to be two big games coming up tomorrow evening. We'll have all four of them for you on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And, of course, you can listen on KSDR and KKQQ. Before we get to the second period, we got to take one more commercial break. We'll be right back with that second period after this on a Capital City Rock, KSDR, on a KKQQ, and you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Get in on the game. Get to Aberdeen to shop, dine, and relax. Spend the day checking items off your list from hundreds of local businesses where there's something for everyone. Please your palate with dozens of culinary options, and let our service providers pamper you or help you take care of business. Check out the museum, art galleries, art classes, public library, and much more. We know you have choices. Thanks for spending time in Aberdeen. We always look forward to seeing you.
Changing the game, Aberdeen.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Oahe Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Oahe Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Oahe Federal Credit Union.
The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. Back here for the second period as it is a 4-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd, and the man bringing you the second period, Jeff Anderson.
Well, Lakers really need to regroup here and get back to their game a little bit. See what they can do. They will be without, of course, Austin McBride for the next 4 minutes, 22 seconds, I believe.
That is right.
And then they'll see what they can do, but see if they can't settle down and play a little bit better hockey in the second period. And they'll start on this line with Allard, Bramer, and Riefenberger. And, of course, it'll be Petrato, Worth, and Walla for Rushmore. And Rushmore get the puck, win the draw. They dump it in the Lakers zone. And we have a whistle at 16:54. We're going to go down and do so in the Rushmore zone, I do believe, to the left of Michael Hobby. So Lakers with an offensive face-off here. And Rushmore wins the draw along the near boards over there as getting into the mix of things was Petrato. They'll break it up ice here. Left side, Walla. He can fly. In over the Laker blue line. Puts on the brakes, turns, gets it back out here to Chisholm. Just inside the blue line. He had one there early. They score again. And this time it's Petrato. Petrato gets the goal. That's his second goal of the game, and 16:33. They've been Johnny on the spot in both of their goals to start a period. 16:01 the last time, 16:33 here, and the Rushmore Thunder will go up 5-0 right there, just like that.
Owen stopped the first one. Rebound goal.
A rebound goal, so face-off coming here, and of course still on the in the penalty box for the Lakers is Austin McBride. Puck after the face-off dumped in the Lakers zone out front, is saying the save that time was for the Lakers McBride. Chisholm, I think, getting an assist on that off of Petrado. So 16:08, we haven't rattled off a minute yet, and it's now a 5-0 hockey game. Lakers back in their own zone, trying to bring the puck up ice. Intercepted that time by Farley. Farley with the puck looking out here. They score, again. Now we'll get into running time.
I think that was Dietrich.
And Dietrich gets the goal right there.
And that is the last thing, if you're the Watertown Lakers, what you want to have happen. It's 2 goals in the first minute, 6 seconds to move to runtime.
Well, and Rushmore, they're a powerful team, and they're fast from what I can tell.
17 goals for Dietrich on the year, 16 assists, and he's only a sophomore. And the Lakers win the draw here, dump it into the zone. And it's, of course, then getting it is Brandon. Clears it up ice, nice stretch outlet pass that time for Petrado. Broken up that time by the Lakers. Chisholm looks for a wraparound. Loose puck there, trickles into the corner. Going after it, get it will be Worth. Works down there against Van Gilder. Van Gilder and Worth, and then picking up the puck back behind the Lakers zone is Brandon. Brandon for the Rushmore Thunder. They'll play it off the near boards. Back to Chisholm. He holds the zone. Puts a shot on. Blocked. Broken up in traffic. Cleared up over the glass out of play. And we'll have a face-off coming, I do believe, at 14:56. Clock running. Running time in this hockey game now as we're just underway, really, with period number 2.
Zeke Farley got the goal. Hayden Holick got the assist to make it 6-0. Farley's 6th of the year. Holick's 12th assist of the season.
Okay, so that's interesting to know. We were thinking Dietrich, and it was actually Farley. So good for him. Off the face-off, loose puck far side over there, picked up by the Thunder, putting a shot on goal. And I thought that save was made by McBride. It was. Backhander that time, deep in the slot, will not find the mark. But staying with it is the Rushmore Thunder along the near rail here in the corner. That time picked up by Laughlin. Shot out front, cleared away. Didn't find the mark. Loose puck picked up here by Dunbar. Looking for a centering pass. They score again at 13:58.
I believe that was Will Simmons that got that one, number 20. It would make it 7-0.
That'd be his first goal of the year.
And it does look like it's Will Simmons, and he's getting a lot of high fives as he's making his way through to the line in front of the bench. So Simmons makes it 7-0. Just under 14 minutes to go here in the second period.
So face off of the neutral ice here at center ice. Lakers get the puck. They'll play it in as Scott plays it into the Rushmore zone. Along the near side, Rushmore's will clear it up ice, and they'll go with it right now. This is Walla. He has one speed, that's fast. And, of course, a rink-wide pass over there comes back to Laughlin. Laughlin looking for a centering pass deep in the slot. Shot on, broken up in traffic at 13:26 and a running clock.
And it turns into a 7-0 lead, so now Watertown's got to score 3 times in a row to knock away the run clock
down.
Oh.
Yep.
And it is all Rushmore Thunder.
It is. Bart Ling off the face-off right there. Clear back in the neutral zone. Lakers will give chase. This is Trey Allard getting to the puck. Looking for a centering pass. Didn't really have a man there that could connect with Riefenberger. They're on this line together. German dumps it in the Rushmore zone for the Lakers. Loose puck picked up here by the Rushmore Thunder. They'll clear out to the neutral zone here, splitting the defense, putting a shot on, and not getting it to drop that time was Kirk. Boy, he had a great opportunity right there. Couldn't do so. Comes back out here. Chisholm picked up that time by, of course, that was Knoll getting a little playing time now with Rushmore enjoying a lead of 7-0 and a running clock. We'll have a face-off coming to the right of Owen McBride. Lakers zone, offensive zone, of course, face-off coming up for the Rushmore Thunder. And they'll have out there Dietrich, Hollick, Farley on this line right here. Farley to the right, and they hold the zone. Going into the corner with it that time was Hollick. Coming up with it along the near rail. Centering pass shot right on that time by Dietrich from point blank range. Save made by McBride. Loose puck along the near boards. He's the one I feel sorry for. He had the centering pass there, and then coming back out at 11:46 to go in the period. Farley giving chase. Lakers will break the puck up ice at their own blue line, but stopped that time by the Thunder. They'll play it back into the Lakers zone. Getting out there will be Mull right now, getting some playing time. Here's Chisholm on the base on the blue line. Goes down that time, got back up quickly. Puck in the far corner over there. That's Dietrich. Battling a Laker. Looks back out here, left side, putting a shot on. Save made, then they stuff in the rebound.
Another rebound goal
by Dietrich.
So the gates are open for the Rushmore Thunder. 8-0, and the number one seed in this tournament's making a statement right now.
And if you're the White Capitals, you got to take notice, one, of the fact that you've got to clear away traffic in front, because those rebounds, while they haven't really been that juicy,
they're there.
They're
Yep.
there. And
Yep.
you've got to make sure that the Rushmore Thunder are nowhere near the front of the net.
So loose puck picked up here off the face-off along the near boards. Going after that, of course, is Petrick. Getting out there also as well is Retzer. Retzer out there. Simmons getting some playing time. Another whistle here at 10:48, clock running.
I believe it's Brandon and Farley that they get the assists. I want to make sure we heard that right. It is Parker Brandon and Zeke Farley to get the assist on Dietrich's goal. Getting a little bit harder to try and figure out who's going to be our player of the game.
Everybody wants it.
Everybody's getting in the action.
We don't have enough pucks.
We do, but there's no other player of the games the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, that's right. Foley along the near boards in the zone here. Hudson getting some playing time as well for the Lakers. Hendricks getting some playing time. Everybody will get to play now. And along the left boards, that time for the Rushmore Thunder is Simmons. Simmons gets to the puck far side over there. Hollick is out there as well at 9:59. Running clock here, and then Scott gets on the puck for the Lakers, back beyond his own net, puts on the brakes, tries to reverse his field. Hounded over there by an Aberdeen, I should say, a Rushmore player coming out here, and Lakers break up ice with it. They'll make a change as Green dumps it into the Rushmore zone and gets off the ice. And with it right now, Dunbar firing it ahead. Dunbar gets knocked off the puck, picked up though that time by Aberdeen. Knoll, 9:21 to play, second period, comes back out here, jumps over the stick of Merchant, and he has to go back in his own zone to come up with the puck. Actually, they clear it over here. This is Hobby. There's it ahead, long lead pass that time for Knoll, can't get to the puck. Now does so back behind the Lakers zone with 9 minutes to play in the period. Lakers trying to get over there. Workus over there among others, comes up with the puck, digs it out, plays it off the far rail, but dumped back in that time by Brannon, and also for the Thunder. Shot on that time, Chisholm. He's has a good looking shot just inside the blue line, and seeing it all the way is Lakers McBride, who makes the stop.
There's a lot of Rushmore Thunder players that look really good and have really good shots on this team.
Yes, they do. 8-0, 4 goals in the first for the Rushmore Thunder, 4 in the second here. Wallace back out there. Off the face-off, they control. He gets back to the point. They hold the zone. Rushmore Thunder do. They'll play along the near rail here with it right now. Shot on. Petrato puts up, blocked, saved that time by the Lakers. Loose puck comes out here, but good back check that time. Getting on it, of course, was the Rushmore Thunder, and that was Luke Hansen, who plays defense typically. Then getting on it is Petrato. Lakers Allard goes after that loose puck near side. Picked up in the Rushmore zone. Lakers putting some pressure on that time. Far side, big collision at the blue line. Comes back in the neutral zone. Lakers pick it up. Play it ahead in the neutral zone. Petrato over there. Walla over there against Van Gilder. They battle for the puck along the boards. Picked up here by Worth. Worth in over the blue line. Cross ice pass comes over here to, of course, Laughlin. Plays it back here. Takes a check into the board. Neutral zone. Backhander. Puts it right into the Lakers zone. Back to get it will be Bowling. Haven't said Bowling's name much tonight. Haven't really said too many Lakers names, period. Picked up here. Shot on that time by Worth, and the save made by Owen McBride.
You said his name quite often.
Yes.
He's made 30 saves
You're
so
right.
far, and it's an 8-0 game.
Yeah. He's made 30 saves, and we still have 6:59 to play, running clock in the second period.
Just 3 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers. They have not had a shot on goal in this period.
You're right. Off the face-off there, of course, Dietrich is out there with Farley and Pollock. Lakers pick it up far side, but it is Rushmore that holds the zone. Cross-ice pass this time for Merchant. Merchant plays it along the near boards for Farley. Into the corner it goes, and it's Scott over there, but Worth takes it away. Loose puck picked up by Scott again. Gets it back out here, and back out there is McBride, I should say. And then Scott McBride playing defense, comes back out here, deep in the slot. Right side pass comes over here to Dunbar. Dunbar puts a shot on that's broken up in traffic, but holding the zone. Now the Lakers break away with it. And with it right now is Green. Pass right side, shot on. Good save that time made by Hobby. He has had many of those. And of course comes back around the boards, playing it over there. And Green goes after that loose puck, as do the Thunder. They'll clear it away now to the neutral zone. Picked up here, nice pass left side that time. Comes over here and a give and go that time. That was from Merchant, but couldn't connect to get it past the Laker goalie, and we have a whistle at 5:40 to go in this period. That was Dietrich that time.
It'll be a face-off all the way down in the Rushmore end.
That's right, to the right of Hobby.
Only one
Chisholm
shot.
will be to his left, his right, and Workus will be in the face-off circle. Hendricks will be on defense right here. Off the face-off. Face-off won by Thunder. This is Chisholm along the near rail. Lakers getting some pressure on. That was, of course, for Watertown. Wertink plays it ahead for Bowling. Bowling in the Lakers zone again, and is picked up here by Rushmore Thunder. Rink-wide pass went right through the crease. Puck over here comes along the near rail, put onto the stick this time of the Lakers. That was Roby getting a little playing time. Work is out there as well, Ryan Roby. And Rushmore Thunder clear it back in the neutral zone. A couple of players go down there. Chisholm gets on that loose puck back behind the Laker net. Looks out front, puts a shot on. Save made that time with a glove off the stick of Brennan, and that, of course, was by McBride at 4:19. Clock running in the second period. 8-0, 4 goals in each period so far for the Rushmore Thunder. Looks like Watertown will play tomorrow. Barring a major miracle, they will play Aberdeen tomorrow at 2:05. We'll have it for you. 4 games again coming up tomorrow, 3 more Sunday. And this already 11-game tournament's down to 7 games, with 4 done today, or nearly so. We still have a period to play here. Coming up is, of course, the near side Allard along the near rail here. Gets it out to a teammate, but that was taken away that time by Bartling. Bartling looks pretty darn good, too. Comes out here, leaves it on the stick, deep in the slot. Couldn't get a shot off that time was Kirk. Kirk getting a lot of playing time in this game. Looking out here, and with it is Bartling and Kirk out there, picked up by, looks like, Walla. Loose puck picked up in the neutral zone. Back it comes to a teammate for Rushmore Thunder. Lakers come back and to pick up that loose puck. This is Bramer, but his pass right side that time for Allard is too far. Bramer gets to it at the Rushmore blue line, though, along the near boards. Takes a bit of a hip check, picked up, of course, by Hansen takes it into the Lakers zone. Looking out front, then maybe a wraparound. Looks out here, a one-timer that time. Would not go by Merchant. Broken up in traffic, did not find the net. 2:45. Back out here, of course, Rushmore with the puck right now. Hansen again, and Merchant providing pressure is Trey Allard. Goes back behind the net, works against him as Riefenberger. Picked up in the neutral zone. Lakers knock it down. Backhander that time really wouldn't go fanning on it. Was Boomsma. He's a senior on this team. Getting on it now, of course, is McBride. Austin lifts it out to neutral ice. Picked up here by Worth. Takes a check into the boards. Lakers' Caden German gets on it far side over there. Goes down in a heap. Puck back in the zone of the Lakers at 2:08. Clock running here in the second period. Just joined us. 8-0 right now. It's been all Rushmore in this game. 4 in the first period. 4 goals in the second period. An 8-0 lead right now. Brookings won earlier today 7-0. 5-3, of course, Owyhee over Aberdeen, and 4-3 overtime, Sioux Falls Flyers over Sioux Central. So all the ranked teams, if you will, of the top 4 have won today. 1:41 to play in the second period. Back, of course, is Dietrich back behind his own net. Comes back, or I should say the Lakers net. Comes out here, loose puck along the near rail with 1.5 minutes to play in the period. Picked up, of course, by Hollick. Plays it back behind the Laker net. Shot on. Goes a little bit wide, high off the rail that time. Comes back out, they hold the zone. That's Dunbar. Dunbar plays it back underneath, looking for centering pass. Shot up time was by Hollick. Wouldn't quite find the mark. Loose puck along the near rail here. Picked up, and that, of course, by Brennan. And they played along the near boards. Farley puts a big check on his man, knocks him right off his, that was Scott, right off his skates.
Yep, and we're going to have a penalty. We're going to get a roughing on that.
Okay, a roughing on that. That'll be the first Rushmore penalty in this game.
It's Farley.
Farley with 57 seconds to go in the period.
Running clock, of course. So these penalties end up kind of being a little short penalties as the clock
really
continues to run as they face off. We've already clicked off 40 seconds, 50 seconds of this penalty, and we haven't even done anything.
No, face-off comes outside the Laker blue line. Rushmore dumps in the Lakers zone. Back to get it will be Austin McBride. Tries to play it, but his pass is blocked that time underneath. And blocked that time back there by Retzer. Retzer, of course, goal and an assist on the year. 20 seconds to play in the period. And the loose puck comes out here. Picked up that time by Green. Lost the handle. Lakers get it. Flip it back out. Broken up that time by Retzer. Loose puck picked up here by Watertown. Right-handed pass. Backhander that time. Goes right side, but broken up from Green. And they'll clear it down the ice to end the period. 4 more goals in period number 2. Right now it's an 8-0 score. And if you take away 34 saves so far for McBride in the first 2 periods of play, and only 4 saves, only 1 shot on goal by the Lakers in that second period. 8-0 right now, and of course we will come back with more on our intermission period, and we'll come back with more right after this.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pier, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here and into our second intermission reports, brought to you by the University of Jamestown, where your success is our tradition. It is all Rushmore through 2 periods. 8-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder over the Watertown Lakers. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd. And Jim, as we head into the third period, making sure that Jeff, trying to figure out what Jeff was doing, he's going to get his pen. But this has been a game for the Rushmore Thunder that they are showing why they're the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they really are. Well, 4 goals in the first, 4 in the second. Petrato from Chisholm at 16:33. They started out the game 59 seconds and they scored. This time it was less than that. 16:33 to start the second period, and Petrato with Chisholm assisting 27 seconds in. And, of course, that made the lead 5-0. Rushmore's made it 6-0 at 15:54. So they tacked on another 39 seconds later. They scored again. Farley from Hollick, and they had a 6-0 lead. Then the Rushmore scored again at 13:58. Simmons getting his first goal of the year, and then 2 minutes and some 42 seconds later, Rushmore's Dietrich with Brandon and Farley assisting made it an 8-0 score. Nothing after the 11:16 mark in that second period. Of course, we have a running clock as a result of all that. Only one penalty in that second period. Rushmore's Farley, 2 minutes roughing, and that came at 57 seconds. So that's how it works. And right now it's an 8-0 score. Watertown still trying to get on the board with their first. They've been outshot, of course, right now 42-4, and so far 34 saves in the game for Owen McBride, 4 for Michael Hobby.
Well, Watertown Lakers just 1 shot in the second period.
Yes.
And it has been all Rushmore. 20-0 in the regular season, number 1 seed, and they're flexing their muscles right now.
They really are. Of course, it looks at this point like a real the matchup that they probably wanted with the number 1 and number 2 seeds, but we have some games to play yet. It's a little too early to talk about that. But that's kind of why it works out the way it does, with 1 playing 8, 2 playing 7, 3 and 6, and 4 and 5. You always hope to get that number 1 and 2 seeds playing for a championship.
And Rushmore, after this one, if everything stays, is on a course with Hawaii.
And that's a rematch. And really, when you look at it, it's a rematch from last year completely. Although Sioux Falls 2 is now Sioux Falls 1, basically the same team that they'll take on Brookings. So it'll just be in the first semifinal game where they played the second semifinal game last year. And they'll be Rushmore and Oahu, who played the first semifinal game. They'll play the second semifinal game tomorrow. And so you look at Sioux Falls 1 and you look at Oahu and you're saying it's time to get some revenge. We get a chance to get some revenge on these teams that put us in the third place game on that Sunday.
Well, there really aren't any bad teams when you get to a state tournament, but when you get to the semifinal round like tomorrow, you have 4 very good teams, and any one of them really could win it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you get those top 4 teams now that are destined to play tomorrow. any of those four can win the state tournament.
Exactly.
They're all capable of doing that. And you can bet the coaches on these teams are already starting to think about some of these teams and what they need to do to win.
Yeah, and Rushmore, obviously, they're going to get through this last third period here, but Brookings and Sioux Falls won. They're getting the game. They've already got the game plan probably figured out. I don't know if they would have had it already, but they're probably thinking about it. And the same for now Oahe. They know that the game plan is against Rushmore. They get the chance to game plan for them. And obviously we're talking state semifinals. The other teams will be game planning for their opponents in the consolation semifinals. But you know where you're going to be sitting at. You know what team you're watching now. And you can go back. Obviously you can go back on Capital City Rock Sports and get some film on these guys.
Yeah, and you know Coach Steele, as diligent as he is, he's racking his brain about right now. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do against this Rushmore team.
He probably
he may lose sleep over that.
I will, if I send him a text at all, he probably will not even respond to me the rest of the night because he'll probably be watching film, getting ready for the game tomorrow.
Well, and that's just the way he is.
Yeah.
You know, he's always locked on. He's always locked on, right?
Yeah.
And preparing for the next day.
Right. That guy doesn't know how to joke sometimes either. No,
he's pretty serious. He's a pretty serious hockey coach.
He is a very serious. I mean, he is a good coach, and obviously, being the Hawaii Capitals broadcaster, he is a good coach to work with. Helps me out a lot too, and we do have a lot of fun. But in Oahe though, they felt like once they won the game that they're probably going to – I mean, you probably have a good idea, especially when you get to wait to see who your opponent is. You have a good idea who it's going to be, and they have a game plan pretty much already in place. It's just the kids didn't know what the game plan was. The coaches knew. The kids don't know until after that game's over on how the game plan is going to be.
Well, and talk about Coach Steele, because he's been on board for, 3 years? 4 years, is it? Maybe not even that long. My purpose in asking is he replaced Rob Gattay.
Yep.
And Rob Gattay was there since the inception of Pure or Oahe hockey. So that was a big name to replace, if I can put it that way, and I think he's done a good job. Steele.
Yeah, and obviously the success in football carries over into the hard work in hockey. It's not just that he works hard in football and just has a lot of fun in hockey. He has a lot of fun in both, but he works hard for both those sports and loves those two sports more than any other sport that known to man. And he loves working at both of those and being a very good coach. And, again, being a guy that gets to kind of stand above in the crow's nest and watch and look down at the bench and watch the game, you can see that he does things the right way, and he's a very good coach. He's a very good person, and he gets the respect of those kids, and he is able to then make them, as he always tells me too, he always wants to make those kids better people, better citizens, one day good husbands, and one day good fathers. And you can see that by what he does on the bench and when he coaches hockey and football.
Now, we should take it maybe one step further and mention Rob Gattay is still involved in hockey, I think more at the state level now.
Well, he does coach at the bantam level for the Hawaii Capitals, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and that has to help out that varsity program, too, because he's teaching things, what better coach to develop kids and get them ready for varsity hockey.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, and what programs find success is when you can correlate with the coaches at the Pee-wee, the Bantam, the JV, the varsity level. When you get a chance to correlate all those together, that's what makes a program successful in the long run.
Any idea what the history is for hockey at Oahe? And I don't say that to put you on the spot, but I mean, is it? I remember back when their program started. It must be about 20 years old now. Would I be approximately right with that?
I can tell you exactly for sure. I think it was 1999 the first year, but I can go back.
Okay.
I got it on my phone real quick that we can find that.
So about 23 years.
Yeah, so
okay, I wasn't too far off.
1999 was their first year for the Hawaii Capitals. They've won one state championship. That was back in 2011. And they've won they've either won or tied for first the league season championship 4 times. 3 by first place and a 4th time tied for first place.
All right.
So they're looking for their second state championship, and obviously that's the ultimate goal going in, but they got to beat Rushmore. As long as Rushmore holds on to an 8-goal lead in the third period, they're going to be looking to beat Rushmore first to get to that state championship.
Now, next year, do we bring in Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon is on pace or on schedule to be part of the varsity team, varsity ranks next year. So that will give every team 2 extra games because you play everybody twice. So there's no set schedule. So if you lose a team and you get Brandon, it's still back to 20 games again. Not that I'm saying that there's going to be a team that's lost, but as long as you keep adding teams, so if we get to 30 teams sometime, there's going to be 60 games in the hockey season. I don't think they'll actually go for 60 games in a season, but you'll play everybody twice, so you'll play as many opponents as there are. You'll play them twice.
Well, it's a good problem to have.
Right.
And you hope that hockey grows like that in South Dakota. I don't know we'll ever get to 60, but yeah, I mean, you hope it continues to grow, and it seems to be doing and thriving quite well.
And that's the thing, is you love to see the fact that there's going to be 2 extra games on the schedule next year for varsity hockey. And you like to see as many games as you possibly can in the Pee Wee and the Bantam and the Squirts and the Mites and get all those tournaments in. There's nothing wrong with playing more hockey.
That's right.
and I say that as a broadcaster, but I also say that as coach, as if you're a coach wanting your kids to get better. 2 extra games is 2 extra games for them to get better.
That's right.
And that will make them better down the stretch. And you can, obviously all the life lessons that get learned with hockey as well.
All right, let's take one more break. Right now, Rushmore with an 8-0 lead. We'll come back to the Shields Iceplex right after this.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
This is Ashton Grease, captain of the Wahi Capitals boys varsity hockey team. Spring is right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about getting your roof repaired. My dad at Weatherall Roofing is the guy to call. Weatherall Roofing offers commercial roofing options, including metal roof restorations and EPDM rubber roof restorations. When hockey season is over, you'll find me on a roof somewhere. Check out our website at www.weatherallroof.com or call Chad at 224-7982. Go Caps!
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The Ram Coda in Aberdeen has everything for business travel needs. We have meeting and banquet spaces to host your event with a restaurant and lounge on site. For the leisure times or the fun business meetings, the Ram Coda is located next to 2 golf courses. The Ram Coda has a full hot continental breakfast, so you don't have to leave the comfort of the building. And don't forget to use your Best Western rewards at our pet-friendly establishment. The Ram Coda in Aberdeen, 1400 8th Avenue Northwest. Call 605-229-4040 to make your reservation today. Back here for the start of the third period. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and the man calling the third period, Jeff Anderson.
All right, we get set for third period action. Bramer in the face-off circle, going down there against, of course, for the Rushmore Thunder. That was Retzer. I can't get his name right, but that's okay. And loose puck back behind, picked up here by the Rushmore Thunder, up with an 8-0 lead. They've scored twice, first 2 periods. Well into this game, well into the first minute of the game. And they have the puck right now. We have a whistle at the blue line, and it may have turned out that Watertown was offside.
And we are on a running time. This period will continue to run.
Unless Watertown gets 3 goals. Face-off coming outside the Rushmore blue line. Boomsma in the face-off circle, working down there against Retzer. Rushmore wins the draw. They'll flip the puck all the way down the ice. They, of course, Lakers are on a power play. The Pelican Power Sports power play for another 6 seconds. Lakers have done a pretty good job over the years clearing it off, clearing the doing that. They'll face off here. Of course, coming is Green across the blue line. What I was looking for was penalty kills, and I couldn't find the handle on that either. 15:46.
That
shot
does
on,
happen.
broken up in traffic. Comes out here, of course, to the Thunder along the near boards. They'll clear cross-ice pass, getting on it, of course, Austin McBride. Backhander there for Green. Cleared back in the neutral zone that time by for Kirk. Kirk loses it. Lakers come up with it. This is Austin McBride. Puts a shot on. Save made that time by Hobby. Loose puck in the neutral zone. German gets there. Picked up here, of course, by Kirk. Carter Kirk gets ridden off the puck and flips out here. Rink-wide pass goes all the way down the ice. 15:09 to go in this hockey game. And, of course, after it right now is Knoll for the Rushmore Thunder. Lakers stop it, though, in the neutral zone. Then it flipped in, almost a shot on goal that time by Laughlin. Loose puck comes out here. Lakers play it all the way down the ice. Run on goal, and Hobby makes the stop easily. Lakers get on it. This is Thompson over there along the far rail. Loses the handle, taken away that time by the Rushmore. Long pass ahead. Coming out here, then getting ridden off the puck that time by Bowling. That was intended for McGregor. Getting a little playing time with the score as lopsided as it is, 8-0. Centering pass that time broken up by the Lakers. Getting on it and clearing it back in is Knoll. Comes back here, Lakers get on it. Near side, German with a puck back behind his own net. In the zone, down 8-0 with 14:13 clock running. Running time in this hockey game. Lakers try to break out, and they will. German will break out to the neutral zone, red line, in over the Rushmore blue line, puts a shot on. Hobby makes the stick save, and then German gets ridden into the boards far side. Loose puck out front. Lakers had a chance there to put the puck in the net. Couldn't connect. At 13:51, loose puck comes back out here. Here's Farley on a shift right here. Takes a little bit of a check from Morcus as Rushmore played around their own boards, back behind their own net, kind of a play-catch type of deal. A loose puck picked up here by Laughlin along the near rail, plays it off the high boards, too far as Bart Lane can't get to it, or Bowling, beg your pardon, picked up here, of course, and that's onto the stick of Dietrich. Shot on, a little bit wide, backhander by Dietrich was wide, picked up here by the Thunder. Out there, way out of the goal was McBride. He was probably 15 feet out of the net.
Yeah, he blew a tire and he still made a save.
And he still made a save. Picked up
blew
here,
a tire
of course,
outside
by
his
Bowling.
net.
Knocked down in traffic. We have a whistle with a 13:02 to go in this.
Jeff, a player
hockey
we
game.
haven't seen is Mason Witt.
No.
We've not seen him. I'm not sure
Not
if he's
for a while. We
had
saw him in the first period, but haven't seen him since.
I'm not sure if he's had an injury. I don't see him down there, but he's another guy that the Watertown Lakers are missing.
Yes, you're right. And Bramer off the face-off there against Retzer as Rushmore wins the draw. Pass out here. Hendricks fans on the pass, and McBride at his own blue line plays it in the neutral zone. That's Allard beyond his stick, picked up here by Bramer. Bramer plays it around far side over there and dumps it in. And, of course, he was working down there against Petrick. Petrick, P-E-T-R-I-K. Lakers in over the blue line. We have a whistle. They were offside. They haven't had a lot go right.
S-I-D-E.
Pardon me?
It's the fourth game of the day.
You're right.
Being a little rude to you.
Helping with the spelling class.
I need all the help I can get. Comes back out here in the neutral zone, and it comes off here. Allard to McBride. Comes back to Allard with a feed. Picked up, intercepted that time by Rushmore, putting a shot on the Caroms wide at 11:45 to go in the period. 43-8 shots on goal favoring Rushmore Thunder. They lead on the scoreboard 8-0 with running time 11:36.
Watertown has gotten to 4 shots in this third period. They doubled their shot total, and they did that in the first 3.5 minutes of this third period.
Yeah, you're right. Off the face-off, that was Bramer. Comes back out. They hold the zone. Rushmore Thunder. They take it into the corner as Allard pins his man up against the boards. And then going after it is McBride. He's in there with two other players, to Rushmore. They clear it out and breaking out the breakout pass. Allard leaves it now here and intended that time for Brainerd. Allard gets to it and plays it back in, and they'll make a change. 11 minutes to go in this hockey game. Loose puck along the near rail, and the Thunder zone comes out here. This is Retzer. Rink wide pass onto the stick that time of Knoll. Then he dumps it ahead. Chisholm getting a little playing time now. Not as many. A lot of the reserves getting some playing time for the Rushmore, up 8-0 in this game in running time. As Scott out there dumps it in the neutral zone, picked up here by McBride. McBride over the blue line, wanted to whistle a shot on. Gets to Foley instead. Shot from the blue line by Boomsma. Knows he'll throw it at the net. Who knows what will happen at 10:23 to go in this hockey game. Lakers trying to stay in it. Shot right on. Save made with a glove that time by Michael Hobby.
Pretty good shot from the blue line there from Boomsma. Just turned on a blind shot and put it right on.
Exactly. Game's coming up tomorrow. They'll be at 11.
11:35, first one.
11:35. That'll feature Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Center. They score. Lakers got a goal.
Hobby was going to glove it, and it didn't stay in his glove. Fell right next to his shoe, and Boomsma was there.
Good job for Boomsma. And for Boomsma, that is a goal number 12 on the year.
I'm not sure who shot the initial shot.
But that's a big goal for tomorrow.
Sure it is.
It's not maybe so much for today. That's a big goal for tomorrow, because now your goal turns into got to play for the Constellation Championship on Sunday.
Yeah. Comes back here, Hunter Walla. His shot blocked that time. Pass, I shouldn't say shot. Now his pass ahead onto the stick there. Turned around was Farley. Loose puck. Austin Green gets the assist. So Boomsma from Green makes it an 8-1 score. 9:22 clock running in this hockey game.
Of course, Hobby loses his shutout, which every goalie likes.
Yep, they do. It's hard to get a shutout in hockey.
To have the shutout or to lose the shutout?
Yeah. Well, both.
Both.
9-5.
I don't think they don't necessarily like to lose a shutout, but it's a
Hobby, rarity.
Right, and again, for Hobby, you're going, you haven't played that much, and looks like they're making a change at goal now. They're going to bring in Tanner Kopech to play the final couple of minutes.
That's good, and Workus in the face-off circle down there, works against Brannon. As Rushmore breaking up ice, long pass, knocked down by German, but he can't save it, and the Rushmore comes up with it in the Lakers zone. Near side over here, playing at that far side, of course, is Kirk. Carter Kirk comes out here. Kirk has it right now near side with 8:21 on the clock. Centering pass had a man right there, but he couldn't connect. Bartling comes out in the neutral zone, picked up, of course, by Merchant. Merchant plays it off the far rail. Lakers knock it down. This is German. German with a puck in over the Rushmore blue line, puts a backhander on that's broken up in traffic that time by Retzer. Loose puck along the near rail here at 7:59 to go. Workus gets on that puck again against Chisholm. They go after that loose puck back behind the Rapid net. Getting in there as well, digging it out was Merchant. Merchant dumps it in the corner over there. Lakers get on it. That is Riefenberger working down there against Merchant. They play it back behind their net with 7:38 on the clock, and it'll be Rushmore to break it up ice near side. And with it right now, Chisholm flips it out here, and we have a whistle as Rushmore is offside.
Quickly, Tanner Kopech, he has 2 wins in the season.
Yes, he's 2-0.
1.47 goals against average, .915 save percentage. So while he is one of the smallest goalies, McBride one of the tallest goalies, Kopech is still a good goalie for the Rushmore Thunder.
Face-off outside the Laker blue line, and Bowling came up with that out the face-off, but Rushmore gets it here, puts a shoulder check into a player, and Worth goes after that loose puck over there in the fine corner against Van Gilder. Van Gilder overskates the puck. Worth comes up, puts a shot on the save made that time. And do we have another goalie in there as well? We do. Caleb Schmalz getting a little playing time. Am I right or am I
No,
wrong?
that's Owen yet.
It's still Owen?
Yep.
All right. 6:36. Almost didn't look like it. And they just scored a goal?
They just scored a goal. Petrano. Is that a hat trick
Petrano.
for him? No, that's his second.
Petrano has a hat trick.
No, he does have a hat trick. You're right.
We are going to name a player of the game. South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association has given us pucks denoting player of the game. So we will go down to the Rushmore bench.
You're saying that right after Petrano scores like it might be him.
I'm making a bid.
That'll be a face-off. Loose puck in the Lakers zone picked up here by the Rushmore Thunder. That was Retzer putting a shot on, broken up in traffic. Getting out there, of course, is another player. That is Petrick. And the loose puck out there, picked up, looking for a centering pass. With 6 minutes to play in this game, Lakers cleared back to the neutral zone, picked up, of course, by Dunbar. Way back, he kicks it back behind his own net, puts on the brakes, now breaks it up right side. Near side, cross ice pass that time for teammate Retzer.
So
goes wide.
The goal from Petrano was assisted by Holick. They've actually added another assist on the Boonsma goal. It's Green and Foley now that get the assists for the Watertown Lakers. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, KSDR Watertown, as well as KKQQ Brookings.
All right. Glad to get that in. Boomsma in the face-off circle to the right of Kopech. Off the face-off.
And now we're going to have a penalty.
Now we're going to have a penalty here, a trip.
5:12 left to go. Second Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers.
All right. And coming off is Laughlin. So Lakers go on their second power play in this game, the Pelican Power Sports power play. Bowling over there, works down there against Brandon. And the puck comes into the Lakers zone as Green gives chase. Far side, getting to it is Eric Scott. Gathers it in off the boards, flips it down the ice. And of course, the Rushmore Thunder will play it back into the Lakers zone. Scott comes up with that pass. And that puck rink wide as again dumping it back in the Lakers zone with 4:30 to play in this hockey game. 8 to make it 9-1 the score right now with Rushmore comfortably in front. This is Carter looking out front. And Carter, of course, Kirk Carter. Actually, it's Carter Kirk.
Carter Kirk. Soon to be Captain Kirk at some
point.
point.
It will be.
If he buys a boat, he will be.
Yeah. Here's a shot right on, and the save made by Kopech that time after a hard shot by the Lakers. Bowling.
Foley kind of in the mix there. Somebody lost a glove. That's a loose equipment.
Yeah, it's a loose equipment. And of course, brought to you by the good people. As you know, at Hockey Headquarters, it's a great place to go. Ever get to Sioux Falls? Check it out.
We got a couple penalties coming up.
Austin Green.
Austin Green, their captain's going to go in the penalty box.
2.
And 3.
Two are going in right now for Rushmore.
Chisholm and Farley are both going.
So
yes.
Rushmore has a full house. They have 3 guys sitting in the penalty box.
And it looks like we might have ourselves then a 5-on-3 at 3:39.
That's what it looks like.
Looks like at 3:39.
Now the clock is stopped. Officials have stopped the clock to explain this one. That's one instance where the clock does stop on a running clock, is when the officials deem it necessary to get things right.
And they should have one of the two.
Workus and also McBride out there. German is out there. Among the Lakers. Looks like Wertink is out there.
The referee is explaining to the
and McBride, you mentioned that.
To the folks down here in the booth.
And so 2 of them, one for Green and either Farley or Chisholm.
Those are coincidental,
yeah,
right?
And then the other one, and I guess they're trying to figure out which one it is because that guy will be able to come out when the 2 minutes are up, and the other 2 have to sit for the 2 minutes. But there we go. Now Zeke Farley is going to be the second guy that's on the penalty box. So Duncan Chisholm will have to wait till the end of the 2 minutes for sure.
And Laughlin's going to come out in 28 seconds.
Yeah, so it's 5-on-3, and they can get the clock started again here.
And Rushmore gets the puck, flips it all the way down the ice, and McBride goes back to get it for the Lakers back behind his own net. 17 seconds on the penalty to Laughlin. Lakers in a 5-on-3 power play situation here. Pelican Power Sports power play. Nice little move. Looks for something out front. He has Workus out there. Also out there is Wertink. Actually, Wertink over here at a point. Holds the puck, puts a shot on, broken up in traffic by Rushmore with 3 minutes to play. Now it's 1:22 to go, 5-on-4 Laker advantage. Puck, they clear it off. Workus goes down, and also the goalie Kopech goes down. Lakers hold the zone, then lost it. This will be Austin Green. 2:48 to play. 9-1 the score. Rushmore with the lead, and of course they top that one. Brandon dumps it back in the Lakers zone, and they will come up with it there. Tipped away. Lakers have it along the near rail in their own zone. They'll fire it up here. This is McBride. Flips it all the way down the ice. Going after that puck, of course, will be Roby. Loose puck, and again cleared all the way down the ice that time with 40 seconds to go on the penalty to Farley. Lakers break up ice with the puck. Long lead pass, too far that time for Workus. With 2:07 clock running, and we will have a face-off in the Lakers zone to the left of Owen McBride.
Lakers not able to get anything going on a penalty or on a power play.
47-12, they've been outshot. 9-1 is the score right now, with Rushmore comfortably in front. They play tomorrow at 4:35 against Owyhee. In fact, I'm sorry, they play tomorrow night at 7:05 against Owyhee. 4:35, it'll be Brookings and Sioux Falls 1.
So we had a Rushmore player coming out, but there was a whistle. So now he should be able to come out now. Right.
Should be able to. Has to get the door open. If the door's locked, he can't get out. And then, of course, they put out there Mr. Kirk. Carter Kirk comes out here. Loose puck with 1:12 to play in this hockey game. Lakers trying to get something going here. They're down 9-1. And to get around Van Gilder, picked up here by Bowling. Plays it off the far board. Picked up here by Rushmore with 1 minute to play. Back in the Lakers zone. Coming up with it, of course, is Van Gilder. Bramer is out there as well. And they play it ahead. And we have a whistle with 47 seconds. We have maybe time for one more face-off. And that'll be about the extent of it.
Nobody's going to rush to this face-off.
Nobody.
I'm assuming everybody's going to kind of stroll out. Maybe get one more drop here.
Bramer will get in the face-off circle with Knoll. Nope, it'll be instead Bartling. With 26 seconds to play. Comes about here, shot just inside the blue line that does not find the mark, goes wide. And with that puck, of course, right now is Laughlin. Lakers come up with it. This is McBride. Flips it out here, neutral zone, picked up. Lakers with one last shot. 8 seconds to go. Bramer, a backhander. Kopech makes the save. Down to 3 seconds to play. Sticks get up a little bit high. A little pushing and shoving, that'll end it. 9-1 is the final score. Well, they played them even up in the third period, but 9-1 is the final. And let's see, 47, so 38 saves in the game for McBride. 14 shots, 13 saves in the game for the combination of Hobby and also, of course, with their backup goalie, which is Kopech.
We will return with our post-game show and our player of the game coming up right after this. You're on a Capital City Rock, KSTR, KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Winter's on its way out, and the hot summer months are almost here. Don't swelter in the heat again this year. Call Jason at Sunmasters in Pierre and get set to get those windows tinted to stay nice and cool this summer. Sunmasters can also repair that pesky chip in the glass, whether it be from a hockey puck or the usual rock. Jason and the crew will get you back on the road feeling comfortable in no time. Located at 1020 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre, give them a call at 605-224-6102. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Renke Gray Wealth Management, a place where achieving success can only come from working together. We believe in deep, meaningful relationships that will last generations. Investments change, family situations change. At Renke Gray Wealth Management, we want to help you navigate these changes because our commitment to you won't change. Let's work together on creating your financial plan for your financial freedom. Call Renke Gray Wealth Management at 224-5959 or visit us at renkegray.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FIRNA SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors. A registered investment advisor. GWM and Renke Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
This moment of relief, brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Call Becky Pottsaba at 605-224-4173 or Carrie Bauman at 605-224-1096. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Okay, we are back with you right now for the post-game show, and our friend John Winkler has found his way down to the bench where he is going to have the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game.
We're down here with our Player of the Game, and Alex Petrato, who had a hat trick and a 9-1 win over the Watertown Lakers. And Alex, talk about those 3 goals. You get a hat trick here tonight.
Yeah, I guess I was just right place, right time. I mean, I didn't really have to do much for them. I got fed by my center, and I just happened to be open, read the play right, read the goals right.
And obviously in a game like this, it's easy to maybe create some bad habits. But in a state tournament, when you get a running clock, it's nice for you guys to kind of save the legs.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. That's what we're looking for this year, is to keep our top players good, going. Last year we played the same guys too much, burned them out, and that's why we think we lost.
Well, you guys are undefeated going into now the second game of the state tournament against the Hawaii Capitals, who obviously beat twice. You beat everybody twice. But what do you expect for a game against the Capitals?
They're a great team. They have pretty much the same thing as we going, great top end. I think it should be a close game. The last games were very close. I'm hoping it's the same thing. I like the close games better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And what's it going to take to knock off the Capitals and get back to the state championship again this year?
I think same way we played today. I mean, we came out strong. We usually don't do that. I don't think we've ever come out and put up 4 goals in the first period like that. So hopefully we can do that again and keep the boys rolling.
Well, congratulations on the hat trick. Congratulations on the win, and good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
That is Alex Matrano, our final player of the game for today. Our 4 games are concluded. Back upstairs to you guys.
All right, John, thank you for that player of the game, sponsored by South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. And we do it every game. And that's a wrap on today, Jeff.
Yeah, it's been a busy day, to say the least. And we look forward to tomorrow.
Well, give us tomorrow's matchup. What are we in line for?
Well, I was wondering if I was on or not. That's why I was kind of hesitating. But Sioux Falls Flyers, Sioux Falls 2 takes on Sioux Center tomorrow, 11:35, followed by Watertown Aberdeen at 2:05. Then the semifinal games tomorrow afternoon late. Sioux Falls 1 plays Brookings, and tomorrow night 7:05 Rushmore takes on Owyhee. We think we'll have 4 very entertaining games for you. We hope you can join us tomorrow starting at about 11:35, maybe 11:25 right in there. And we'll get that game underway with Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Center. 9-1 the final score here. It was all Rushmore's with a winning at 9-1. And again, 38 saves in the game for Austin, or should say for Owen McBride. And Hobby with 13 saves, and of course Kopech helping out as well as the Lakers fall in this opening round. Good day of hockey, to say the least, and 4 good games. And of course the first one went to overtime, and after that it was Brookings winning, Owyhee winning, and Rushmore winning. The top 4 teams in the tournament did post wins today.
Top 2 seeds looking strong.
Top 2
Brookings
seeds
and Rushmore.
very strong. Yep, you bet.
Kind of on a collision course, but those teams have to beat some very good teams. Owyhee tomorrow is going to face this Rushmore team.
Well, and Sioux Falls 1 and Brookings might be an interesting matchup too.
I agree.
Like I said, it's a rematch of all the games, all those semifinal games that we saw last year in terms of the Sioux Falls 1 team that were Sioux Falls 2. They played Brookings in the semifinals, and the Caps and Rushmore Thunder played in the semifinals, so they get an opportunity, both the Sioux Falls 1 and Owyhee, to get revenge, and both Rushmore and Brookings to get back to the championship again this year.
Should be a good one tomorrow.
Yeah. Should be a lot of fun.
First game's at 11:35, so we'll be on the air about 11:05, 11:15, somewhere around there. That we'll get that on air for the first game of the day against Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Center. 2:05 between Watertown and Aberdeen. That second game, 4:35, Brookings and Sioux Falls 2, and then Rushmore and Owyhee at 7:05. All those games will be right around 15 minutes prior to puck drop that will be on. Obviously, we get behind schedule. We could stay ahead of schedule, but we won't ever start a game prior to that original start time. It'll only be behind schedule, if at all. So we'll have all 4 of those games for you here on Capital City Rock, KSDR, and KKQQ. And you can watch them all on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as well, as we'll be back on the air around 11:10 tomorrow for the game between the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers and the Sioux Center Storm. Looking forward to that one in the Constellation semifinals. Boys, it was a fun first game.
Yes, fun day, and thanks to the people at Shields. They do a great job here, and they're very, very accommodating and great people to work with, and it's always fun to come down here.
That's right. 1 day down, 2 days to go.
Exactly.
Down to 7 games here left in the 2 weekends that we've had of the state tournaments. Should be a good one tomorrow, starting again at right around 11:15 here on Capital City Rock, KSDR, KKQQ, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So the final scores through the first day, it was Sioux Falls 1 in overtime over Sioux Center 4-3. The Brookings Rangers over Sioux Falls 2 7-0. The Hawaii Capitals over the Aberdeen Cougars 5-3. And Rushmore winning 9-1 over Watertown, as we say good nights from the Shields Iceplex.
You've been listening to the 2022 Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament. The Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Weatherall, Wagner Auto, and the Ramcoda. The Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Pelican Power Sports, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Hockey Headquarters, and the Aberdeen Area Chamber of Commerce. And also by Becky Potsuba, State Farm Insurance, Hermanson Endodontics, Sunmasters of Pierre, and the University of Jamestown. The Boys Varsity State Hockey Tournament is also brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, Renke Gray Wealth Management, the Fieldhouse of Pierre, and Kubota. Join us all weekend for more exciting boys varsity hockey action. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.